They're exactly what Julie and I just said for the reasons that we just said it. Be honest with yourself. You find it appealing because your ego wants to have a sense of recognition. What you're really doing is you're selling your opportunity to ever have financial freedom, which any peak performer knows is their ultimate goal.
That's it.
For the points that we're about to start sharing with you.
Yes. Point number 8, peak performers know that they must create personal financial freedom. They know that they must have all their personal financial needs completely covered via passive sources of income. They give themselves permission to actually be financially free. They are dissatisfied with not being financially free. They know that once they're rich, where their money's working for them and they're no longer working for their money, then and only then will they be free to truly create and be of service. They get that. They're constantly working on that. And they're not weird about it. I thought it was interesting giving yourself permission to be financially free. I think we could do a podcast on any one of these points.
Did you just give me another compliment?
That's right. Your head might be growing.
I did write these points.
I'll have to cut back.
Do I need to remind you I wrote these?
No.
So, but I mean, that is really.
But how many people really think of it that way? To give yourself permission to be financially free, to give yourself permission to actually work towards that, versus just accepting the mediocrity of being a slave to
the reason I chose those words, give yourself permission, is because most people don't give themselves permission because they don't know what comes on the other side of not having to work for money, where they're essentially living off passive income. But I'll tell you what comes on the other side of that is a sense of relief that you can't even fathom how significant it is. Because on the other side of that, and here's another little myth. A lot of people say, they even say this themselves, once I don't have to work for money, where money's finally working for me, I'm just going to stop working. That's not true. The nature of the work you do and whom you do it with completely changes. That's what the big difference is. As soon as you're financially free, you don't just decide to basically, you might for like a day or two, right? You might decide just to go fishing for a little while, but that's going to get boring. And what you're going to now realize is all the energy and stress that you've been putting forth just to make ends meet, pay your bills. Now you don't have to worry about that anymore. You are going to have your own personal renaissance, and you probably will,